Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna be talking about one of the things in my life I have a minor addiction to, and that's lip balm. I have been meaning to film this video for the last 6 months, I swear. Every time I do a makeup collection video or a skincare collection video, which I did just film recently, so I will link it for you guys up in the cards if you missed that. But every single time I film one of those videos, I don't make time to talk about my lip balms because they're kind of like the last thing I think about when I'm thinking about makeup. They're not as exciting. And then with skincare, kind of the same deal. But honestly, I freaking love lip balm and lip treatments. I use it every single day. I always have at least one or two in my purse. I have them all over my house. So I figured it was about time that I paid them the respect that they're due and do a whole video dedicated to them. So I know you all have the right to judge me for how many lip balms I have and what I'm about to show you, but hopefully if you're also a beauty junkie, you understand the addiction. I mean, it's lip balm, gloss treatments, they just feel really nourishing. I hate having chapped lips and I feel like mine are particularly dry, my lips get chapped really easily, so I just can't help myself. I enjoy them a lot. So if you're ready to nerd out about all things lip balmy, lip treatment-esque, we're about to get into it. So why don't we start out with the newest addition to my lip balm collection, and that is the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm. This is a relatively new launch. It's been super hyped. They've been sold out on and off at Sephora over the last couple of weeks because everybody's been wanting to get their hands on these. And I am really happy that I picked this up during the recent Sephora spring sale. Now, part of the reason this has been so hyped is because of this guy. This is the original Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. It's a trial size that I have on hand. I've actually gone through an entire small version of these before. This is the second one that I'm on. And this has become a cult classic lip treatment product. It's really amazing. It's very thick and luxurious on the lips. It smells kind of like strawberry bubblegum. It's really delicious, and you slather it on your lips at night, you sleep with it, and you wake up with your lips feeling baby soft. So when Laneige launched something a little bit more purse-friendly, everybody kind of went bananas over these, and I really like it a lot. I think I like the lip sleeping mask more, but I appreciate the convenience of this guy. So whereas the lip sleeping mask is very thick in texture, this guy is more of a gloss balm hybrid. It adds a lot of shine to the lips. It's a bit thinner, but it still feels very nourishing. And obviously, being in a squeezy tube, it's a lot more hygienic and easy to apply on the go. So I got the pear version of this. It does come in 4 different scents, flavors, if you will. And I like it. It's not overly pear. It's not super heavily fragranced. I think it smells really nice and fruity. I enjoy it. But again, I do think that the original lip sleeping mask is just a little bit more luxurious, a little bit nicer. This guy, if you buy the full size, is $19, so it's pretty expensive. This is $15, but I feel like the original size jar is so massive, it would take you a year to get through the whole thing if you were using it every day. So this is probably more worth the investment, but again, not as purse friendly, not something you want to be using on the go, sticking your dirty fingers in, so I appreciate this for that reason. And actually, I don't have a lot of pot style lip balms. They're not my favorite because I really don't love sticking my fingers in things. Again, just not super hygienic. But the ones that I do have, aside from the Laneige one, are all from Emile Cordon or Emile Cordon. I'm not really sure how it's pronounced. But these are the schmanciest lip balms that I own. These are the Cashmere-On lip pots. I have Lisa, which is rose champagne scented, and Cocoa, which is white coconut cake. And these are pretty bougie. They are very soft and creamy to the touch, super hydrating, a little bit on the oily side. I'm pretty sure they have a castor oil base. So these pretty much exclusively live in my house, on my bedside table, on my vanity. It's the kind of thing that I'm only gonna really wanna use when I know my hands are clean, right after I finished my skincare. So I'll either put it on at night before I go to bed, or I'll put it on right before I'm about to do my makeup to kind of get my lips prepped. And they are lovely. I mean, they do feel nice. They smell really good. They taste nice. So all over, a generally pleasant lip balm to use, but they are very, very expensive. I was sent these in PR, full disclosure. I don't know how likely I would have been to buy one of these with my own money because I don't normally treat myself to like uber luxury products. But if you're looking to splurge or you're looking to get someone like a really special gift that you think really enjoys lip balm, I mean, the packaging on these is absolutely stunning. The presentation, you get a lot of product in here. And the brand does say you can use it for more than just your lips. Like you can put it on your cuticles, you can use it to tame flyaways. Like it's just a generally nice moisturizing product. So that's kind of cool. And they do also have tinted versions. So I have 2 of those as well. I have the shades Chic Chic Boom and Powdered Rose. They're very lightly tinted. So if you really layer it up, you can get them to kind of like the full color they are in the jars. But if you put it on just like a light layer, it pretty much is almost like a clear balm. But the texture of these is almost identical to the original Cashmere-On lip pots. Very creamy, very luxurious feeling on the lips. Again, they smell really nice, but they're super expensive. So maybe not for everyone, maybe not everybody's cup of tea, but if you're feeling super bougie, they are really nice. So this next lip balm is the only lip balm that I own that my husband will actually use. He notoriously is like anti-lip products, anti-lip balm chapstick. He does not like the way that it feels. So like, he will only kiss me if I'm wearing a matte liquid lipstick that won't transfer off on him. Like if I'm wearing anything glossy, balmy, he's like, stay away. But in the winter, his lips were getting chapped, they were starting to crack, and he was getting pretty desperate. So I presented to him the plethora of options that I have, but I suggested this one was the one I thought he would like the best, and I was totally right. This is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Kiss Cupuacu Lip Butter, and holy freaking crap, this stuff it's amazing. First of all, it smells like heaven. That is, if heaven is like a tropical paradise where someone is making you like coconut cakes and feeding you cocktails. It doesn't smell exactly the same way as the Bum Bum Cream does. It's a little bit sweeter, I would say, almost slightly more caramel vanilla-y, but oh my god, it is addictive. And when they say lip butter, I mean, that's really what this feels like on your lips. It's just the most cushy, glorious feeling lip balm. Like, once you start using this, you just want to keep applying it all day long. But you actually really don't need to, because I feel like it's pretty long wearing. It's the kind of chapstick that you put on and it lasts. You don't have to be constantly reapplying it, which I appreciate. And it doesn't put your lips into that like weird cycle where, you know, you put on chapstick and then it wears off and your lips feel more dry, so you got to put on more chapstick. Like, your lips feel super soft after it starts to wear off. It doesn't leave them feeling more dried out or anything weird like that. Also, it is a massive, like, this is a pretty hefty, chunky lip balm, but I kind of like that. It's really satisfying to apply, and it helps me to justify the price ever so slightly. Like, this is, again, a pretty pricey lip balm, way less than the Emile Cordon ones, like by a magnitude, but it is going to cost you quite a bit more than your average drugstore chapstick. That being said, I also feel like it's like in a completely different league than those, so take that as you will. This is one of my favorite like stick lip balm type products I've ever used. My second favorite stick lip balm type product, though, is this guy. This is the Winky Luxe Matcha lip balm. So just so you guys understand, this is all I have left in here. I basically held off on finishing it so I could show it to you in this video. But this is the lip balm that's been living in my purse for the last, I don't know, 6 months or so, and it is divine. First of all, it smells delicious. It's got a very vanilla-y scent, so even though it's a matcha, it doesn't smell like green tea. It doesn't have any grassiness at all. It smells more like a sweet matcha latte, which I personally find delicious. And even though it's green, it goes on completely clear, just like a regular old lip balm, but it has such a nice glide. It's very buttery. It like melts really nicely into your lips. It's just really lovely to apply. Another really purse-friendly product that I am currently very much in love with is the Wander Beauty Lip Retreat Lip Oil. This is super luxurious and very cushy. It's more gloss-like than a lot of these products. It definitely doesn't go on balmy, like it leaves your lips looking super juicy and super shiny, but it's not at all sticky. It's super comfortable, and even though it says it's an oil, it doesn't feel greasy or like oily at all. So this one is the shade Oasis, which is just totally clear. It doesn't have much of a scent to it, which is nice. So like if you want an unscented lip option, because most of these that I'm talking about do have a pretty strong fragrance, you would probably really enjoy this. But it's just one of those super satisfying lip balm type products to apply because it's just quick and easy. It goes on with a doe foot. The doe foot does have a nice pointed applicator, so it's actually pretty precise. I mean, obviously with this being clear, it doesn't matter as much, but it does come in tinted versions, so that does make the colored ones a little bit easier to apply. But yeah, I just find myself like addictively applying this to my lips. It just feels really nice, and I love how juicy and shiny it makes my lips look, so love, love, love this one. All right, how about one that I'm like slightly more on the fence about? This is the Frank Body Lip Tint in the shade Send Nudes. It has a little butt on the packaging. And like basically all of Frank Body's products, this is infused with coffee, so it does have a coffee scent to it, but it's like a slightly artificial chemical kind of coffee scent, so that's part of the reason why I don't absolutely love this. Also, I bought this because it's tinted, and I was kind of hoping that it would maybe show up on the lips with a little bit more color than it does. When you swatch it, at first it does look like, oh, it's gonna be a really pretty rosy nude, but like once it kind of blends into your lips, it's basically essentially just a clear lip balm with like a slight hint of tint. That being said, I mean, it does feel nice. It works well. It leaves your lips looking very glossy and kind of plumped. So like, I don't have any complaints in that department. It just like didn't sucker me in and get me as addicted as some of these other options. Another one that's good, but I couldn't call like a personal favorite, is the Jouer Essential Lip Enhancer. So this is pretty much just a kind of standard lip balm. It feels a little bit like Aquaphor or Vaseline to me. It has a little bit more of an oily texture, and it also goes on a little bit thicker and more gloss-like on the lips, so it doesn't have a matte, like balmy finish to it. It's very shiny. It's nice. The scent on it is pretty minimal, like ever so slightly powdery, but not strong. And it's one of those things that I think it works. It looks nice. There's nothing about it that's offensive, but there's also nothing about it that to me was super special that makes me like want to reach for this over my other lip treatment products. That being said, this guy is actually almost empty. Like, I'm pretty close to panning it, so I think I'm probably just gonna like finish it up real soon and try to move it out of my collection. Another one that I feel pretty neutral about is this Purlisse Daily Lip Nourisher with mango and shea butter. Back in the day, I used to use this a lot. This is actually pretty much almost empty. I need to probably just finish it up. But now that I have so many new, fun, flavorful lip products, I probably wouldn't reach for this over those guys. So this is a very oily textured lip product. It's very thin and slippery. It almost reminds me of putting like a facial oil on your lips, but it's not quite that liquidy. Like, it's definitely got a balm texture, but as it kind of like melts into your lips, it feels like an oil. It also doesn't really have any kind of a scent, taste, anything. It's completely neutral in that respect. So if you're someone that doesn't like all the flavors and the scents, you actually may really enjoy this. So if you're used to using something like Aquaphor, Vaseline, any of those more kind of oily products, this will give you like a similar effect, but without those ingredients. It's got mango butter, shea butter, jojoba, and rice bran oil, and vitamin E. So a lot of really good ingredients in here. And I did really feel like it was a very effective lip balm. It's in a nice convenient squeeze tube format. So I really do enjoy all those things about this. I just know like I'm someone that really enjoys yummy smelling lip products. So it's kind of made this guy like a little bit boring to me. Then another kind of old product that I probably should declutter is this Aerin Rose Lip Conditioner. This does smell pretty strongly of roses. It has a slight pinkish tint to it. Goes on kind of glossy, kind of like a lip gloss balm hybrid. Is really nice and luxurious feeling, and it's crazy expensive. I actually got this eons ago as part of like a limited edition Birchbox that came with a bunch of different products, so I didn't actually like go out and buy this individually, but I do enjoy using it. It's not something that I would say I reach for often over all these other options. It's one of those kinds of things that when I first got it, like it was in my purse a lot, and then I kind of rotated it out of my collection and have to force myself to use it. But it's not bad by any means. It doesn't like dry out your lips or do anything weird. It's pretty. I like rose scented things, so I don't mind the rose scent of this. But I guess it's just one of those things that like for the price, because this is a more expensive product, I don't necessarily really feel that it's like worth the extra money. One that probably is though, worth the extra splurge is this guy. This is the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask. I have the champagne version, which has like a very slight pink tint to it and a little bit of shimmer. And this stuff is like magic for your lips if they are super chapped, super dry, like needing some emergency resuscitation. This is what you need in your life. So this guy has lanolin in it, so if you're allergic to lanolin, just be aware. But lanolin can be very reparative to the lips, so if you slather this guy on really anytime, but like especially before you go to bed, you wake up with baby soft lips. I also love the way this stuff smells. It's very sweet and vanilla-y, but not like cloying at all. It's just super pleasant to apply. And the texture is very rich and thick, so it goes on like very pillowy on your lips and feels really plush. It's just super satisfying. So this is one of those guys, like especially in the winter, that I like cannot live without. I've gone through an entire like mini version of this, and then I was able to pick up this full size with my charms from BoxyCharm. That was pretty awesome. I really wanted to get the maple version, but it was sold out, so I opted for champagne, which is still really nice. And the original is great too, which is just totally clear. So yeah, if you have problematic lips, I would highly recommend this. This or the Laneige. I feel like these are the two most reparative lip products that I have, although I do think that honestly the Bite Beauty may be even more so. Not to mention the fact that this is in a squeeze tube, so again, it's a little bit more hygienic. I feel like it will last a little bit longer, and also there is so much product in this tube. You only need a tiny bit to get your full lips covered, so it will last you a long time. All right, so we are almost at the end. The next guy I have here is from Pixi Beauty. This is their Nourishing Lip Polish Gentle Lip Scrub. Now, this is a little bit deceiving when it calls itself a lip scrub because there are no exfoliating particles in the actual formulation itself. It has little nubs on the actual end of the applicator. So the idea is that you squeeze a little bit of this out and then you massage the products onto your lips, and the little nubs here are supposed to give you some exfoliation. I've generally enjoyed using this product. I do feel like it helps to kind of remove dead skin from my lips, maybe not as effectively as like an actual lip scrub. I have questioned a little bit whether or not this is the kind of product that will make my lips peel. So like if I use it too often, like I start to notice my lips peeling a little bit. So I've kind of reached for this less than a lot of these other things, but it's not like terrible. It doesn't taste bad or like burn my lips into oblivion or anything really crazy like that. It also is very neutral. It doesn't really have any kind of a scent or anything like that. So for my fragrance-free folks, this may be something worth checking out. And then if you are a mint lover and you have not tried this next product, you may need it in your life. This is the Patchology Lip Service Gloss-to-Balm treatment, and this stuff is like peppermint candy in lip gloss form. And it's not like a toothpaste mint kind of scent. It's like a vanilla mint. It's sweet and minty. It's super delicious. And it actually does have like a sweetener in the product itself. So if you lick your lips, it tastes really good too. And the texture on this guy is super satisfying. It's quite plush and thick. It goes on like a gloss. So it's super, super shiny. But then as it starts to wear down and absorb into your lips, it becomes more like a balm. So this is something I do really enjoy wearing. It kind of has a little bit of that minty tingle to it. It feels a little bit cooling on the lips. It's really nice. And I love the like glossy effect that it gives. Speaking of Patchology, I also have a whole like boatload of their Flashpatch hydrating lip gels. I've decluttered all of my other lip mask, lip gel type products and only kept these ones because I think these are the only ones I've tried that I've ever liked. So many other of these little like lip masks, you know, they're shaped like a pair of lips that you put on your mouth and you kind of leave on like a sheet mask. Most of them just slip off your face pretty much immediately. They don't let you actually live your life or do anything else while you're trying to use them. But these I find to be a little bit thinner and they adhere a little bit better, so I feel like I don't have to be laying like I'm in a coma for 10 minutes while I'm trying to hydrate my lips. And whatever is in these, like whatever serum that they're infused with, does seem to really make your lips baby soft. So they recommend, obviously, you use this and then follow up with the Gloss-to-Balm treatment, which is a really nice, like kind of little lip pampering routine. But you can really use these guys with anything. They're pretty nice. So if you've ever been curious about trying out a lip mask, these are definitely the ones I would recommend. And then finally, the very last lip treatment product I have in my collection is a lip scrub. Surprisingly, I only have one lip scrub. I actually decluttered my Lush one because it was getting pretty old. I would say maybe like 3-4 months ago, but the Lush lip scrubs are awesome. However, this guy I would say is almost identical formula-wise to the Lush, and it's a lot less expensive. So this is the Fizz and Bubble Pineapple Coconut Lip Scrub, and they have this in so many different flavors. Pretty much anything you can think of, they have it in a lip scrub, so that's really awesome. And this is basically just a sugar-based scrub. It's very fine, very similar again to the Lush one, so you just scoop a little bit out with your finger, massage it onto your lips, and then you can like lick it off or just like wipe it off with a tissue. One of you guys actually gave me a little tip about using lip scrubs, and it's totally changed the game for me. So I keep this now in my shower. I used to keep it like in my bathroom cabinet, but then I would always forget to use it, or like using it over the sink, I would make a huge mess. Using in the shower solves all the problems. So like when I'm gonna be taking a shower, before I turn the water on, I'll just go in with some of my lip scrub, give my lips a good exfoliation, and then when I turn the water on, I can just rinse it all off. So I really do enjoy this. I'm glad I'm actually getting some use out of it now. So thank you to whichever of you gave me that tip. Awesome. But yeah, if you're in the market for a lip scrub or you really like the Lush ones, I would highly recommend you check these guys out. You can find them at Ulta. All right, guys, so that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed seeing my entire lip balm gloss treatment type collection. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. I always really appreciate your support so much. And let me know if you've tried any of these products, if you love them as well. If you hate them, that's cool too. And if you have any recommendations of lip products that I should try that I didn't talk about today, let me know, because even though, as you can clearly tell, I don't need more lip balm in my life, I always need more lip balm in my life. Anyway, I think that's all from me, but I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.